this episode, we're going to talk about a strategy you're probably familiar with from other standardized tests, and that's plugging in answers. A few things to know for the SAT. First off, definitely consider plugging in answers if you're stuck on an SAT problem. It doesn't work for every question, but it's good to remember you have it in your arsenal, and sometimes you can solve really hard questions just by plugging in the choices. In addition, sometimes it'll be obvious where to start, but if you don't know where to start, C is a good place to start, and I'll show you why momentarily. And lastly, it's pretty cool. You don't have to try all 5 answer choices in order to find the right answer. So let's look at those 3 principles in more detail. The strategy is not too complicated, so let's just launch into an example. As I mentioned, you could start with C. It's not a bad place to start, and you're just going to plug it in for x. So let's see what that would look like. We have 9 to the power of 1.5 plus 1. That's 9 to the power of 2.5. And if you put it into your calculator, it's a very ugly number, 243. Now, looking back at the problem, you can see it's supposed to be 27, so it's a little too high. And at this point, you could try either A or B. Let's just jump over to A and try it. 9 to the 0.5 plus 1. That equals 9 to the 1.5. And if you were to plug that into your calculator, that would be 27. So sure enough, these match, and the answer's A. And one thing I like about this is a lot of people will look at this problem and say, oh my God, I have no memory of how to deal with exponents. I've always struggled with them. It's actually perhaps even simpler to do the cheaty way, plugging in the answers, than doing it the right way. Not that I don't recommend doing it the right way if you know what you're doing. Let's look at one more example of plugging in. A clothing store sells short-sleeved shirts for $15 and long-sleeve shirts for $20. Jamal buys 7 shirts and spends $110. How many short-sleeve shirts does he buy? So again, C, the middle number, is a good place to start. And I don't think I explained why. If you find that you need a larger number, you just move down. If you need a smaller number, you move up. So it should be the case that the most you have to do is 2, or if you want to be safe, 3. Like if you need a smaller number, you only have to try these 3. If you need a larger number, these 3. So you save a lot of time that way. Let's start with the middle one. So let's see, he buys 7 shirts total, and if 4 of them are short-sleeved, he's going to do 4 times the cost of short-sleeved. And those are 15. So 4 times 15. And if 4 of them are short-sleeved,